With Steve Angeli being named Syracuse's starting quarterback, what happens to Rickie Collins, ultimately the loser of Syracuse's quarterback competition? What's his role for the 2025 season? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below right now. Fran Brown also made it a point of emphasis yesterday in his presser that Rickie Collins is one play away. It's as simple as that. Rickie Collins also was neck and neck with Steve Angeli. Fran Brown made sure to mention that. And also that Rickie Collins, he took the news like a man and that he is going to keep working. Now, I think Rickie Collins, based on what Fran Brown is saying regarding his mindset and regarding how he took the news of Steve Angeli being named the starter, I think that Rickie Collins ultimately has the right mindset here. You don't have to be a former college or pro athlete to understand that these athletes want to play. Most of us here who are watching or listening to this podcast, myself included, have at some point in their lives probably played sports. And when you play sports, they're fun. You want to win, obviously, but also you want to play, right? Nobody wants to play sports to sit on the bench all game. You want to play, and you don't have to be a former college or pro athlete to understand that concept. So in the case of Rickie Collins, even though obviously he took it like a man and that he's going to keep working, I think we would all understand if there was also a little bit of disappointment from Rickie Collins, because ultimately Rickie Collins, he got to Syracuse in December with an opportunity that he was going to be Syracuse's starting quarterback, assuming that Kyle McCord was not going to get that 5th year of eligibility, which he didn't. And Rickie Collins earned the starting quarterback job. He earned it. He earned it before the spring game. He beat out Michael Johnson Jr., he beat out Jakari Williams. He beat out Luke Carney and Rich Bellin, some of the true freshmen on Syracuse's roster. He was going to be the man. And then Fran Brown said, you know what? I'm going to upgrade my team no matter what. I'm going to bring in Steve Angeli from Notre Dame and see what we can get out of Steve Angeli. And lo and behold, Steve Angeli wins the quarterback competition from Rickie Collins. So obviously, it would be understandable if there was a little bit of disappointment from Rickie Collins. But at the end of the day, according to Fran Brown, he took it like a man. And ultimately, that's exactly what he has to do, because he has to understand he is only one play away. And that is ultimately what his role is for the 2025 season. He is the backup quarterback, but you know what? One play can change everything in football, whether it's injuries, underperformance, sometimes both. Backup quarterbacks play all the time. What happened with Syracuse last year, as far as Kyle McCord starting every game and basically attempting every pass, aside from a couple of passes in the win over Holy Cross, that is not normal. It's not normal at Syracuse, and honestly, at most other schools, not really normal. Quarterbacks oftentimes, in a variety of different situations, have to come out of the game, whether it's injury, again, underperformance, or just also the fact that their team could be blowing out a team that they're significantly better than. And so as a result, they don't want the starting quarterback to get hurt. Here comes the backup quarterback to showcase what he's got. Think about Steve Angeli. Steve Angeli is a perfect example of this. He was the Notre Dame backup quarterback last season. He got limited playing time at times during the season, as well as in 2023. He got that Sun Bowl start. But one play away, it changes literally everything. You always have to stay ready as the backup quarterback if you're Rickie Collins. Steve Angeli was thrown into a pretty tough situation. His team is down 10-0 at the end of the first half in the college football semifinal against Penn State, who, by the way, had a ferocious defense. Ferocious defense last year. Riley Leonard's out. He's hurt at the moment. All right, Steve, what do you got? What are you going to do? because nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Nobody's going to feel sorry for Notre Dame if you go out here on this drive and you throw a pick six. It's not like college football is all of a sudden going to overturn the results because Steve Angeli did not play well at the end of the first half. But you know what? He stayed ready throughout the game. He stayed ready throughout the season. And when the moment came, Steve Angeli executed a pretty much flawless end of the first half field goal drive that really got the game rolling for Notre Dame. So you got to stay ready if you are Rickie Collins. And there's more examples of this. Plenty of examples throughout college football. Cardell Jones, Ohio State in 2014. He leads them to a national championship game, wins the national championship game, by the way, after JT Barrett suffered that unfortunate injury in the last game of the regular season against Michigan. Jalen Hurts, Alabama, 2018. I mean, Jalen Hurts lost his job to Tua Tagovailoa in the 2017 national title against Georgia. Tua then wins the starting job for the 2018 season, but unfortunately, he gets knocked out in the game against Georgia in the SEC title. Here comes Jalen Hurts again. Here's his moment. Here's your chance to shine if you're Jalen Hurts. And he goes out and he leads 2 touchdown drives to lead Alabama to a comeback victory over Georgia to win the SEC championship game. And lo and behold, Jalen Hurts the following year, he transfers to Oklahoma, has a massive season there, parlays that into the NFL. Now he's a Super Bowl champion. Again, it's all about having that mindset of you are one play away. What if Jalen Hurts was not ready for that moment against Georgia? What if he wasn't ready? What if he comes in and does not play well? He didn't study. He didn't work hard enough. He didn't look at the film hard enough. What happens? What if he had that bad attitude of, oh, I got screwed over by my school. I was the starting quarterback. Now I'm not the starting quarterback. I'm just not going to care anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Screw me, screw them. Does Jalen Hurts have the same career that he has now? Making well over $200 million, by the way? Probably not. But he stayed ready. And so that's what Rickie Collins has to do. Think about the GOAT of football, Tom Brady, how he got his opportunity. Backup quarterback after working so hard at New England for a couple of years. Actually, it was second season in the league. Drew Bledsoe gets knocked out by Mo Lewis. I know this, of course, because I'm a New York Jets fan. And it changed the course of history because in comes Tom Brady. He gets his opportunity to start. It was originally not going to be for the rest of the season, but he plays well, and he's named the starter for the rest of the season. He's named the starter for the Super Bowl. I think the rest is history with Tom Brady. So Rickie Collins' role for 2025, forget 2026 and beyond. He has to stay ready, and he has to prepare as if he is going to start every single game because you never know what happens in football. And when the time comes, hopefully Rickie Collins is ready to fill in for Syracuse.